Hello, Victor here, storymercedes.com. Today I'm gonna make the quick video about how to do the, well, at least how I do it, the idler bushing. So this is a steering idler. It's just like on the other side of the steering gear. And, well, you know, ideally I didn't want to really take ball joints, break them off. And it's kind of tight down under, and plus working right like this, it's kind of not easy, not comfortable, if you will. So, but there's a way. You basically remove the bolt, which is a large long bolt. It's this piece right here, and the heat shield obviously comes with it. Well, first the bolt obviously, but this is a V12, so the exhaust is right in its way. There is just about enough room. If you wiggle the what is it called? Jesus Christ! Not the axle caliper, not the caliper. Whatever, the wheel, right? You just move it, wiggle it around. Once the bolt's loose, then you can just prop it from underneath. It'll come out. To put it back in is going to be a different story, but we'll deal with that in a minute. So whoever had this car before he had these replaced, you can tell there are replacement pieces. Grease was installed, which is, I don't know what kind of grease. These are the old bushings. And also no washers, just the bolt straight through and a nut on the other side, just like that. The replacement piece comes obviously with this piece right here. I assume that they couldn't fit it in, so they just omitted all these washers and just installed it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to also put a washer right over here, because you don't want to crush the heat shield with the bolt head. And that's it. To remove the bushings, well, that's pretty simple. Well, I used this, I call it a woodpecker. So I used that, the air chisel, and just to break it loose, and then with screwdrivers I just propped it, and they just came out. And for the lubrication, I have some super grease left from polyurethane bushing installation before. Those are polyurethane bushings in the lower control arms. So yeah, this is the last shimmy that I have left in the steering. So that's what I'm dealing with. Working with right now. Everything else is tight. So basically, yes, you can just do it, bring it out, undo the idler, bring it out so you don't break no ball joints, and you have to turn that wheel the other way so you have extension on a center drag link, so this way it'll come close to the area where you can actually work on. And yeah, lubrication, put that super grease and off it goes. Now another point is, there is a way to make life easier if exhaust is broken loose. This is where the exhaust pipe is. That's where the exhaust connects to the manifold. But I didn't want to do it because it's cold and the bolts were really tight, so I left it alone. If I were to break those bolts loose, I would start the engine, heat up the exhaust, make the bolts hot, and then I would break them loose, not when they're cold, because I can snap them and they're gonna break, they're gonna snap. No good. So therefore I just did it without moving the exhaust, just slightly with a big pry bar. And yeah, so now it all goes back, and hopefully that will take care of the very last shimmy in the steering wheel, because it's just slight vibration at about 65. Before that is fine. 65 about is where it starts, quite annoying. And also next year brakes are due, because these are, I already feel the pedal. These are done. These are gunners. So the brakes are needed, absolutely. Well, next year, because pads are still good, but rotors are shot. These to be replaced. Well, that's an upcoming project. It keeps giving all of these problems, but I'm finishing up. All right, so this is it. Victor here, storymercedes.com. Thank you for watching.